Hello, guys. It's me. I am back after a pretty long hiatus here. So, real quick before I start going, this might look a little different. The lighting might be awful because I am actually on my laptop because I got a new mic and I really wanted to use it. But I love the angles of my phone better that I'm able to get, but whatever. And you might be able to see a lot more of my background, but I'm in my room, and here's my room. But welcome back to Blissful Banter. I am Brian. Woo! And I have a new mic. I got it the last weekend, maybe the weekend before. I got two of them. My dad bought me one for Christmas, and they were on a really good sale, so I bought the other one. Can't wait to try them out with an interview and such. So I'll talk a little bit more about that later with the whole interview thing. But yes, welcome back. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I know I did. I think I did a video after Thanksgiving, but hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year's, a wonderful December, and just end of the year. And yeah, I'm excited to be back. And this is the first episode of 2025, which is off to a not so good start, let's say. So today I was actually organized and I got myself a little outline here of some things I wanted to touch on in this episode here. We'll just jump right in and with the new year and saying it's not starting out the best. Of course, if anybody follows the news, the fires in California that are absolutely devastating, it's just heartbreaking, and thinking of everybody and their families and everybody that's been affected, and I wish you all a quick recovery and just the best in everything. And I'm so sorry for everyone's losses, and just stay safe, and we're thinking of y'all. I know I don't like to address the negative stuff really very much on this, but I do want to touch up or just mention things just so you guys know I'm not just oblivious to the world and just pay respects and all that. So another little sad note, the New Orleans attack, that is absolutely horrible. Praying with those families, being and thinking with those families, and just the ridiculousness of what this year has started out. So hopefully this isn't a momentum we're setting for the year, because we don't need any anyways, I don't want to go into it. And also the Cybertruck explosion in Chicago or Las Vegas. So praying for everybody's families who are affected by these disasters and tragedies and all that. It's so sad, and hopefully we continue to grow better, and hopefully the California fires can be under control and stop all this reckless damage. So I would like to move on from that because we want to talk about happy stuff. All right, so changing tones. Sorry to start off so dark and everything, but I wanted to address important stuff that's going on in the world. So let's talk about our Christmas, or I'll tell you about my Christmas and my New Year's and all that stuff. So this year for Christmas, Matt and I hosted at our apartment. We hosted my mom and my good best friend, Jackie. Not saying to... Never mind, anyways. She came, and my dad ended up coming later, and we all here... I made a lasagna the night before, so had that in the... Sorry if that glare is awful in my glasses. I'm gonna sit like this. I like this. Sorry, guys. My best friend Jackie came. My dad came later. My mom came not early in the morning, but like 11 o'clock or so. And we just all hung out all day. I made lasagna. We had wedge salads. For those who didn't want a wedge salad, just had a regular salad. And then we made some garlic bread on French loaves with some garlic butter you can buy at Walmart in a little tub by the Fresh Bread. It is so yummy. So spread that on some fresh French loaf bread, just cut in half, and then some mozzarella cheese, and we did one with cheese, one without, and it was delicious. It was great. Got some wonderful gifts. Been an overall really good time. But rewinding a little bit, I think it was the week or two before Thanksgiving, I was sick, and I just had a really scratchy chest and throat and runny nose, and just all congested, all the yuckiness. So that went away after, I would say, probably those 2 weeks. Thanksgiving was probably when I felt the best. And then a couple weeks went on, and then I started feeling crappy again. I wouldn't say near as bad as the first time, but I started feeling crappy again. I'm like, man, like I don't want to be sick over Christmas. Like I don't want to be sick over Christmas. So hopefully I was thinking, I was like, hopefully I get better before Christmas. And time went on, wasn't feeling better. I mean, slowly feeling better with just little things that here, like my body and my head felt fine, but I still had a little bit of a scratchy throat and just a lot of yucky and stuff. But it's this week, I would say it probably progressed and is pretty much gone. And I'm feeling pretty good. But if you hear any like anything or and I sound scratchy, I apologize, but that's why. Also, I see this glare in my glasses, and I don't want to start this video over because I'm already almost 6 minutes into it. So if it's distracting, I apologize. I will figure out my video stuff better on my next one, full show. So yeah, really good holiday though, feeling better. My New Year's Eve, I worked and then didn't really do much. Matt and I were here, and for some reason on New Year's Eve, the drinks hit me pretty quick. So I was asleep before 9. So that's cool. But whatever, woke up feeling pretty refreshed. So wasn't the way I was planning, and I was trying to stay up, and I'm like, there's no way. I'm feeling this. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go to bed. So that, yeah. But it was a nice relaxing night. Watched some of the little shows they had on TV that we could watch on streaming, and just chilled at home, listened to some music as well, had some drinks with Matt, and it was a cool night. So Happy New Year, everybody, as well. Next topic I would like to do, I want to chat about some books. I have been on this one book for, months now, and I started it. I was like a little close to halfway through it, and then I just set it down and never got back to it for a while. But I started it again this last week, and I actually finished it last night. And it was good. It was called The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and here it is. It is by Grady Hendrix, sorry. It was really good. Kind of like a horror book. Some really gross descriptions of things, but I'm not going to say too much about it in case people want to read it. I don't want to give too much away. It is a vampire book. The only thing I will say, I did like it. It did reel me in. I couldn't, I didn't want to put it down. And then books and stuff don't really affect, movies don't really affect my dreams too much. But with what I was reading, I was like, I was getting kind of tired. So I was like, I'm going to put this down so I don't have any freaky dreams, and I didn't. So, but it is a vampire book. The vampires weren't portrayed as I was thinking they would be. So, but it was a nice take on the vampires, and it was different. Just, I kind of did judge it by its cover. I love vampires, so I saw the cover, and I'm like, this looks interesting. Of course, I read what it says on the... Oh, I don't even think it has a little synopsis. Does it? I don't know. I read something about it, and I was like, oh, that looks good. So, but I finished it. Really good. I liked it. If you are into vampires and horror novels and books, I would say read it. Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, Grady Hendrix. Next, I finished a couple audiobooks. I think I finished the longer one this week, and then I finished the shorter one last week. So my first one was Booked for the Holidays. I usually ever since I've been into the Audible stuff, I like to listen to a Christmas book around that time, a little nice feel-good Christmas rom-com. And so I listened to Booked for the Holidays, and it was 3 hours and some minutes long. So it did take me a couple days because I listened to it at work, so I have to do a lot of pausing and rewinding and, just to work. It was super cute, little holiday rom-com. Because I just finished one, so I'm trying to remember the other one. It was Booked for the Holidays by Liz Maverick. It's an Audible original. And... oh, shoot. I keep thinking of the one I just finished. I'm trying to think of what the Booked for the Holidays was about. It was, like I said, it was cute. I cannot remember. So let's see if it comes to me later. So I also listened to As Luck Would Have It by Sonia Lally. And that was good. It was a little, not a holiday rom-com, but it was a little rom-com. And that one was about 9 hours and something long. So that pretty much took me most of the week. I finished it yesterday. That was based around hockey and a girl who plays hockey, and they're Indian, so her parents are very traditional, and she lives at her parents. She's 30 years old. She lives at her parents, and she pretty much follows their traditions of their culture and all that, but she's over the traditions, and she does a lot for her brother, who's super ungrateful. He's a hockey player, just fresh out of high school, and he just got drafted for a pick for the NHL, and she does everything for him, and she's his good luck charm. So her family is really big on superstition, so she has to go to every single game he has and kind of give up her own life to cater to that. So she meets a famous hockey player that she is a super big fan of, and it's, as the story goes on, she hangs out with him, and her brother's still rude, her dad is awful, and her mom's kind of mean, but not as bad as her brother and her dad, because they have those traditions of that the woman does this and this and this, and the man does this type of thing. But anyways, super cute, super good. I do like hockey. I don't follow a hockey team or anything. I've been to a couple hockey games here when I was younger in Omaha. I've been to a couple Lancers games. I don't think I've ever been to a UNO Mavericks game, but yeah, it was a different listen, especially being the sports aspect. But I liked it, and I listened to the whole thing. It was cute. And if you're into that kind of rom-com-y stuff, but then I like that stuff, and then I like this stuff. So you can like whatever you want. So after I finished this book, the vampire book, I started one after this last night called In the Company of Witches, and I actually just bought this the other day from Barnes & Noble. In the Company of Witches by Aurelie Wallace, and it says an Evenfall Witches bed and breakfast mystery. So it's like a little cozy mystery. I'm only like 4 chapters in. I'm already loving it. I can't wait to see where it goes. And yeah, I don't know if it's part of a series. It must be, because it says an Evenfall Witches bread and breakfast mystery. So there might be other books. So I guess I'll see after I finish this one. That is it. I did listen to a little. I've listened to some music, new music and stuff, but I didn't write anything down. I did write today, though. Ali and AJ have a new song out called What It Feels Like. I like them. I love their music. They're kind of alternative, poppy. Some albums are more pop, some are more alternative, some's a mix, and I absolutely love them. I think they're fantastic singers and musicians and everything. And Ali started on Disney Channel on Phil of the Future, and was on iZombie as she in her older years, and so I know who she is. I followed her since I was a teenager, and her sister I've seen in a few things. So it's a good song. I only listened to it once, and it was right after work, so I recommend going to listen to it. It's a great song, especially if you like them. So that's really the only music I'm going to tackle on this for today. So I wanted to also talk about, with this new year, my goals and what I'm bringing to this new year, and stuff I have already started on this past few months in 2024. So going into this new year, I'm still bringing in the working out, the better eating habits and all that. I have been slacking on the working out, whatever. I know what my mind is in it, and I'm going to do it. So I'm going to bring the better eating habits with me into 2025 from 2024, the working out, the just cutting back alcohol. I would like to cut back on alcohol, and we do it in really good in spurts, and then sometimes we indulge and all that. But we did great this week, and I really loved it, and it's the momentum is going, and it's going in the right direction. So that's another thing I'd like to do. I'm working on manifesting, and I don't know if you believe that or not. If you do, awesome. If you don't, sorry, but whatever. Manifesting and just speaking positive things attracting positive things and speaking it out loud every morning, like in my shower, like saying what I want, what I'm grateful for, showing gratitude, all that. I've been reading a lot and listening a lot about this on podcasts, and my freaking algorithm on my Instagram is just like all these inspirational freaking quotes, and it's hitting and it's working. So that is something I want to bring in to this new year, getting that manifestation, making things the way, and of course working for them. I know it's not just going to happen without hard work, but yeah, that's another thing I'm bringing in. Also, I want to bring in to do more, to keep this podcast going, make it better, and keep improving. I want to get an intro and an outro. I know I've been talking that since like day one, but I'll get there. I want to get an intro and an outro. I'm looking at my paper. I would like to post at least once a week, and then like switch up my episodes and maybe do different stuff and not just sit here and talk to you. You know, I have ideas. My mind is rolling. I will get back to my new ideas here in a moment. I just wanted to fill in about my weekend, and my cousin is coming over, so I want to make sure I don't miss her. She needs buzzed in, but I was just like, man, buzz her in. But this weekend, I don't really have any set plans. My cousin Candy asked what I was doing this afternoon, and I was like, you can come hang, girl. So she's coming over here. We're going to hang out, chill, listen to music, maybe have some drinks, and just chat. And she's a fun person. She's awesome, and I love hanging out with her. We always have a great time, so I'm excited about that. She should be here in about 30 minutes or so. The last things I would like to touch on in this here episode, I still am trying to figure out a new name. I know I mentioned some other ones, and I think my very last video, I don't even know those are in the drawing anymore. It's just nothing's really speaking to me. Blissful Banter is, but if I'm going to do this majority of the time by myself, I just feel Blissful Banter doesn't really work. Like, let me know if you think that works just for a one-person pod. I don't know. My mind is always racing with ideas for this podcast and YouTube channel, whatever this is. And it's always racing with new ideas and stuff I can do. And I do tend to overwhelm myself just because I just have so many ideas and I get them in my head and then I feel so overwhelmed. And I'm like, okay, I need to like write this stuff down. And in this episode, or in this case, type it out. I made up a little page at work today. In my little downtimes, and I just kept it open on my computer so I could go back to it and add stuff whenever I thought of something that I wanted to talk about. So, new name is coming. I'll try to brainstorm some more better ideas. I have an idea that I really do like, and it's just super simple, but my cousin used to have a podcast, and I think he still does, but he's on like a break right now, and I don't remember the name of his podcast, so I want to ask him and make sure it's not what his name was, because obviously we have the same last name and all that, so just to double check on that. But I do have some concepts that I want to do. I got these little microphones that I can clip on my like shirt, and I have two so I can talk with somebody with me if I want. But I have some ideas. I'm still going to chat about stuff. And then if this keeps going, it'll probably change as far as what we talk about and everything. I'm still going to chat about stuff, but I'm going to incorporate something else while I'm chatting and see if that works. It may work, it may not, but that I'm going to make my goal for this next video this next week. So it'll probably be Friday. It may be Saturday, depending because of my idea what will work better. So I will be bringing that. And then speaking of my cousin Candy coming, she is going to sit with me and chat one of these days here soon. Excuse me. And I just want to interview her. We're going to sit and chat and just go back and forth. We did mention we'll play a couple games. I don't know. You know, if you listen to podcasts, they play games. But we'll find some cute games that we can play just to make it more interesting. And we'll maybe get super serious. Maybe not. We'll laugh. We'll just have a good time. And I'm so excited to be able to have her here and talk to her and have her be my first guest on this podcast, because I now have two of these that I can do. My old microphone, you couldn't do two people because it would, you would hear each other within the microphone. And Matt and I were playing with these last weekend, and it works with both of them going at the same time. So that will be coming as well. I don't know if that'll be my next episode after next week. It might be a week later. We'll see. But whatever happens, I'll let you know next week what's going to happen as far as my cousin Candy coming on and chatting with me for a while. That will be a longer video like that. I don't know if it'll be an hour. It might be 45 minutes, though, depending what we do and how things go. So, I covered everything on my list. I probably talked super fast and went super fast, but it was really nice to be organized on this and have these talking points and to just kind of flow through. That might be why I was talking so fast, because it kind of was just flowing for me. So, and I hope this video, and I can upload it, everything, no problem with it recording on my computer, because it's super easy on my phone when I record to upload. So I will get that done here this evening. Please, like always, follow, like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching, as always, listening. I'll still work on getting this on, I don't know if I'll do Spotify, but maybe on Apple Podcasts, and I'll probably try to do Spotify depending how it goes, because I know not everybody has Apple. I would like to get that going this year, and I'll upload all the ones I have already done so far, but just audio only, and then, of course, this one eventually. So, I hope you all had a great Christmas. Happy New Year. Please leave in the comments how your Christmas and your New Year's was. You can tell me anything fun, exciting. Just comment. Let me know how you are all doing and how your New Year is going so far. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.